Hello, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. So, I got a comment, actually it was like a day ago, asking what my first anime was and how it made me feel. And look, I thought about just replying in the comments like a normal person, but then I thought, nah, this deserves its own video. So, to whoever left that comment, this one's for you, bestie. You're welcome. Now, before we get into it, if you haven't seen my last video about which anime to start with if you're new to anime, go check that out after this, because this video kind of ties into that one in a weird, chaotic way. It'll make sense later. Maybe. So today, we're doing two things. First, I'm going to talk about how I actually first encountered anime, and trust me, it's not the deep philosophical origin story you might be expecting. And second, I'm going to talk about how I actually got into anime, like properly, obsessively, unhealthily into it. And that story is a lot more personal than I thought it'd be when I sat down to write this. All right, that's enough yapping from me. Let's get into it. Okay, so my first exposure to anime. And look, I'm going to be real with you. It was 3 anime, and none of them hit the way you'd probably expect. The first one was Naruto. Yeah, I know, basic, but hear me out. So I grew up in a developing country, rural town, and I mean rural, like the kind of place where if the internet was down, your entertainment options were basically go outside or stare at the wall. And in that environment, Naruto was basically a religion. I am not exaggerating. Every single one of my friends in elementary and middle school was a Naruto fanboy, like full send. We're talking doing the hand signs in the hallway, drawing the Sharingan on their notebooks and textbooks, Naruto running through what was basically a near jungle outside our school like they were on a mission. And I mean, when you're a bunch of early pubescent boys with nothing but early YouTube, Instagram, and BlackBerry Messenger, yes, BBM, I am that old, don't judge me, and someone shows you a blonde kid in an orange tracksuit yelling Rasengan and doing ninja hand signs, that's it. That's the whole personality now. The lore knowledge these guys had was insane, by the way, like genuinely insane. Some of my friends could recite Naruto lore better than anything we were actually supposed to be learning in class. Which, to be fair, I was also doing that, just with Mythbusters, Top Gear, and whatever the History Channel was making back in like 2013 to 2015. That and Hannah Montana and iCarly, but that's a separate conversation. Now, here's the thing though, and this is the part that's kind of funny looking back. Naruto was actually flagged by a lot of Christian youth groups as demonic. And I remember sitting in a school assembly, dead serious, being told that Naruto had a demon inside him making him do bad things, that Sasuke was possessed, hence the eyes going red and the whole Sharingan thing, and that Sakura's inner monologue, her inner demon whispering to her. I kid you not. They said the same stuff about Ben 10, Harry Potter, SpongeBob, and The Simpsons. So like, yeah, that was the intellectual discourse happening in our school at the time. And because of all that, my mom didn't really want me watching it, so I just didn't. I wasn't that into it anyway, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, the anime's good. I did eventually watch it during the pandemic and it hit different, but at the time, it just didn't grab me. Partly because by the time I actually got a little curious, it was already deep in the Chunin exam arc right when Orochimaru went and attacked Hiruzen. And I was like, nah, I'm not jumping in here. I need to start from episode 1. I need context. I cannot be out here watching a show mid-arc like some kind of animal. So Naruto was a no. Moving on. My second exposure was Fairy Tail. And, okay, so the story of how I found Fairy Tail is, look, I'm just gonna say it. I was channel surfing, waiting for either Chowder or Adventure Time to come on. I flipped past Animax, if you know, you know, and on the screen was Urza Scarlet in a black bikini, Tower of Heaven arc. You know the one. And I'm going to be honest with you, my prepubescent brain experienced something it was not prepared for, something primal, something awakened that day that I don't think I fully understood at the time. I immediately got hooked, not because of the story, not because of the world building, not because of the magic system, no. I watched Fairy Tail because, and I say this with zero shame, every single woman in that anime was a 10 out of 10. I don't know what Hiro Mashima was on when he designed those characters, but God bless him for it. That said, it didn't really last, because Animax had this habit of just running the same episodes over and over. Bleach reruns, Spooky Kitaro reruns, Inuyasha reruns. And look, I was a hormonal pubescent middle school boy, but even I have limits. Seeing the same thing for the 18th time loses its magic eventually, so I just gave up and went on with my life. Also, honorable mention, Gurren Lagann. Goated anime. Absolutely goated. And yes, I was very much invested in Yoko for reasons. You know what I mean. You know. And then there's my third exposure, which is Azumanga Daioh. And look, is it the greatest anime ever made? No. Is it Attack on Titan levels of action? Not even close. Does anything special happen? Not really. But did I actually want to keep watching it to the end? Yes. And at that point in my life, that actually meant something. Azumanga Daioh holds a weirdly special place for me because it was the first anime I genuinely wanted more of. It was also the one that made me want to learn Japanese, which, yeah, that's a whole other rabbit hole that anime will take you down if you're not careful. So that's part one. My first anime encounters. In summary, I didn't connect with the one my friends were obsessed with. I found the second one because of a bikini on cable TV, and the third one just quietly became my favorite for no dramatic reason at all. And if I'm being really honest with myself now, looking back, my entire first exposure to anime was basically a combination of failed peer pressure and being horny for redheads. That's it. That's the origin story. Okay, so, part two. And yeah, this one's a little more personal, just a heads up. So, context, this was high school, and high school for me was not the vibe, like, not even close to the vibe. I was not a good student, and I don't mean that in the haha I was so lazy way. I mean I was genuinely struggling in a very competitive school, ranked low in my class, and the pressure of grades and expectations and all of that was just mounting constantly. And then on top of that, I actually got held back, which if you've never experienced that, just know that it does something to you mentally. Like that specific flavor of helplessness where you feel like no matter what you do, it's just not enough. That shit hits different when you're a teenager. So, one day after school, first year of being held back, I come home and I am just done. Completely done. I needed an outlet, something, anything. And I used to watch cartoons as my comfort watch, right? Like that was my go-to. But that day, cartoons just weren't cutting it. Something was missing. And then out of nowhere, it just hit me like a vision. Erza Scarlet, Black Bikini, Animax, The Tower of Heaven. And I thought, wait, what was that show called again? So I did what any completely reasonable person would do. I opened Google and I typed, and I want you to understand I am not making this up. I typed redhead Animax girl. That was the search, word for word, redhead Animax girl. Because I was new to anime, I didn't know what it was called, I just knew there was a redhead and it was on Animax, and somehow, Google came through. I found the name, I found Kiss Anime, rest in peace, the absolute goat of websites, put in the name, started from episode 1, and that was it. That was the moment. The rest is genuinely history. And look, I give full credit to Fairy Tail as my actual first anime. My second was Hataraku Mao-sama, The Devil is a Part-Timer, which is great, by the way, even though I had to wait nearly a decade for season 2. Nearly a decade. I aged, I grew, I went through multiple life phases waiting for that season. Then I rewatched Azumanga Daioh, then Gurren Lagann, then Black Lagoon. And after that, it was over for me. I went in hard. All of my free time, gone. I watched everything. Slice of life, harems, ecchi, early isekai back when isekai was still this weird niche concept that hadn't taken over the entire industry yet. I watched a lot of stuff from the 90s and early 2000s that I will not be naming because some of it is genuinely unhinged and I don't want to explain myself. And I credit a lot of 12-episode single-season anime for basically building my entire anime knowledge base, which is both a flex and a tragedy at the same time. Looking back, I probably could have done something more productive with all that time, learned a skill, read a book, touched some grass, but honestly, I don't regret it, because anime genuinely became a lifeline for me during a time when I had nothing else, and I was in a really bad place mentally. It was the thing I looked forward to every single day when everything else felt like it was falling apart. And that's not nothing. That actually means something. So yeah, that's why I still watch it today. That's the real answer. Oh, and 2 more things before I go. Out of the big 3, I only actually finished 1, and that's Naruto. I tried Bleach, didn't click. One Piece, I saw the episode count and I said, nah fam, and I meant it. At the time, it was already pushing 600 plus episodes and I didn't know where to jump in, and I am not the type of person to start something from the middle. So yeah, I know, don't come for me in the comments. Actually, do. I'm curious what you have to say. And last thing, Gintama. Got into it through the 2015 run. It is absolutely goated, and if you're already deep into anime and you want something that is genuinely actually funny, not haha that was cute funny, but like funny, go watch Gintama. That's my rec. You're welcome. All right, nerds, that's a wrap on this one. And look, I'll be honest, I did not expect this video to go as personal as it did when I sat down to write it. Like, I thought this was just going to be a fun little here's my anime origin story video, and then it turned into me low-key trauma dumping about high school. So yeah, you're welcome for that. But real talk, if any of you are in that place right now where things just feel like too much and you're looking for that one thing that makes the day a little more bearable, I genuinely hope you find your thing, whatever it is. Mine happened to be a redhead and a black bikini on cable TV, and hey, it worked out. Now, questions, because I actually want to know. Number 1, what was your first anime? And did it actually get you into anime, or did it take a few tries like it did for me? Number 2, are you a big 3 person? Like, did you actually finish all 3? Because if you finished One Piece, I have genuine questions about your relationship with time, and I need answers. And number 3, is there an anime that became a comfort watch for you during a rough period? Because I feel like more people have that story than they think, and I want to hear it. Drop all of that in the comments. I will be reading them. I am always reading them. I see everything. Don't think I don't. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, genuinely thank you. It means a lot more than it probably sounds. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that button. It's free and it makes the algorithm happy, and honestly, at this point, the algorithm needs all the help it can get. Like the video if you enjoyed it, share it with your fellow anime-brained friends, and if you have video ideas or topics you want me to cover, drop them in the comments, because apparently that's how we're getting video ideas now, and I am fully okay with that. All right, that's it. That's the video. Go touch some grass, watch some anime. Maybe both. I don't judge. Peace out.